Many men.
Many men.
Oh. Fuck 50 Cent, man. Fuck 50. I got $1.50, bitch.
You got $1.50? Is that how much you paid for this fucking Red Bull?
That's right. No, bitch, please. This was you got any left or are you all done?
Here you go.
Damn, son. What happened to half?
That is
I
half.
give this motherfucker.
It's a Mexican half. What are you talking about? It's a Mexican half. What the fuck you want from me?
What do you say? How do you say half in Pequito? No, that's
Mitad.
little.
No, that's little.
That's
Mitad.
little.
Mitad.
Mitad.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep this a little bit just to keep our hopes up.
That's for us. Hopes
Because
and
we're all serious and shit, but it's time to take the glasses off.
Oh
The
shit.
fucking thing.
Oh,
and
shit.
put them back the fuck.
Oh, put him back on?
Because we're gonna get high as shit and just
Jesus.
talk about some funny ass shit.
Okay.
Let me ask you, man. Who was your fucking first crush? Like you had a crush.
Like real, like person that I knew, or like TV movie? Does that
no,
count?
TV movie shit. That's
So like real life person.
That's like that. That's like bipolar disorder. That's some type of disorder.
No,
to
it's
be
not.
Like, yeah, it is.
No, like what I mean, like it's like if you see a girl in a movie and you're like 7, you're like, oh, that's like a crush on a fucking like on a movie star is what I'm saying. I'm not talking like an animated thing. I'm talking like a real person.
No, I understand that, but I'm not saying it's animated. What I'm saying is like that's Bologna. Okay, that's never gonna happen. So it's like, why are you thinking about it? I'm like a realistic person when
No,
it
you're
comes to
not.
that
First
shit.
of all, shut the fuck
Hold
up.
on. When it comes
So
to
no,
like,
my question was so like, do you mean like some first real life person?
yeah, real life. Let's go real life.
Are we going with like my age or not my age? Because when I was a kid, I crushed on like adult women.
No shit, but I'm saying somebody you had a chance with.
Damn it.
That cancels like 80%.
No, because I'm like, damn, man. One of my first crushes was like one of my grade 2 teacher. Oh, man.
Oh, dude, in grade 9,
Dude,
I
no,
remember I
grade
had a
2,
teacher.
Grade 2, Miss Dong.
Okay,
Miss
but
Dong, if you're
Miss
watching
Dong
this
could
shit,
take the dong now.
seriously, if you are watching this,
2021, Trump.
It might be 2021, but Miss Dong, if you're watching this, I just send me a DM. Send us a DM. Just let us know that you're listening because, oh, man.
Miss
I
Dong.
thought about you for the last 20 years.
Shout out to Miss Dong, man. Fuck.
She basically started out my whole, like, crushing into, like, Asians.
Did she look like she can take the dong?
I didn't think about that at that point, but if I have to think about it now,
What'd
probably.
you think about back then? Because I don't really remember. When I saw a hot chick, I was kind of like, I want to grab her titties. That's all I thought when I was like 7.
Honest to goodness, when I was
To goodness.
grade 2?
To
What are you,
goodness.
7?
Yeah.
7, right?
7.
I didn't think about,
Titties?
not like that, because I didn't, you're not even puberty at that point. Like, you're not even getting close to puberty. So it's like
I
sexual
used
drive.
to get hard-ons.
No, shut the fuck up,
bro.
man. You know,
I was
it's-
twisted.
I jerked off when I was like 8 years old.
No,
Shut
no,
the
no,
fuck
no,
up,
no.
man. Your balls won't
I
even work.
remember
Your balls didn't even drop at that point. Get me the hell out of that.
Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
When I looked at her, I just thought she was like gorgeous. Like I couldn't stop looking at this person. Every time that she walked in would be like the best day of ever.
Of my life.
No, seriously. Like I look forward to class because I was like, oh, I can't wait to see her
Every
again.
day I'm hustling. I see this girl. She's a dimey dime. And I just want to milk them titties and get her to read me fucking some story Bibles. You know what I'm saying? That's the dream.
But in terms of like crush, like an actual like that I had a chance with, someone my age, like kindergarten, I had a crush on this Italian chick.
And what happened?
Held hands for a bit.
That's it?
I was 5, bro. That was a big deal. That was a big deal.
I held hands to her a bit. Dude, I remember this one kid in like grade 7.
That was your first crush?
No.
A kid in grade 7?
I set you up. No, I remember we went to a dance. Went to a dance and this guy just ran up to a girl and grabbed the titty and then
Oh
the
my
whole
God.
time he was like, I'm a pimp, I'm a
Yeah, yeah,
player.
yeah, I'm a
I was
fucking
like,
dog.
bro, you're crazy, bro. This is not how real shit works.
yeah.
At that age, I was like, yo, this motherfucker can't be for real. This isn't what it's all about. Just
Yeah, yeah.
running away with a titty slip. Fuck out of here. So would you say that your first meetings with the opposite sex were positive or negative?
100% positive.
100%.
When I was grade 1, so when I was like 6, I would walk to school holding hands with the chick in my block.
Damn, son.
Like our parents were like behind, you know what I
E
mean?
block.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But like, because I grew up in South Van. I grew up near like, do you know David Thompson? Killarney, that area?
Dude,
you know
I
that
went
area.
to Killarney. Come on.
I know you went to Killarney. So I didn't grow up in Champlain Heights, but I grew closer to like Victoria Drive.
Okay.
I was near
Or
Victoria.
East Van.
I was well, it was like, we called it South Van, but I was like Victoria and 49th. Like that was my area. And so
That was the turf.
yeah. It's pretty closer to DT than Killarney, but I would walk to school because primary school is that close for us.
Yeah.
So the girl that lived on my street, we'd always go to school at the same time. So yeah, we used to hold hands.
Even
go
had
to
the
school.
time lined up. This motherfucker is diabolical.
Good. It was good, man.
You had it lined up. You're like, yeah, fucking Stacy is coming out at fucking
Shout out
10 to 8.
Shout out to Monica.
Phew, Monica, where you at, baby
I have no
girl?
idea what she's doing.
What are
I
you
haven't
doing?
Kept up with her in the last like 15 years of life.
Jesus Christ, how would you keep up, bro? I don't even
No,
know
like
who
you
these
could look
people
up
are.
some of these people. Like some of these people from like primary school, I've looked up and like I follow them on Instagram now because I remember their names.
Oh yeah, you were born here, right?
Yeah, I was born here.
Yeah,
yeah.
okay,
That's
okay.
why.
Fuck, man. Okay, I gotta tell you, it's funny because I kind of thought about it. I actually went to a therapy session, like of recent.
Group therapy?
No,
Oh, like
like
one-on-one?
a therapist.
Nice.
Sat down with this girl, and she was like kind of dimey, but she was actually like older a little bit.
Sure.
I think she was probably in her late 40s
You
or
went to
early
therapy,
50s.
though? Good for you,
yeah.
man.
I went to
Shout
one
outs.
day. I just wanted to see what it's like because I
Sure.
haven't done it for a long
Whatever
time.
the reason is.
So anyway, I
doesn't matter.
sat down with this girl, and she's like, so we started talking about this, and she's like, yeah, so what was your first experiences with women like?
Yeah.
I was like, what first experiences? I came to Canada when I was like fucking
Yeah.
more than 10 years old.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I came at an age where it's like you're so far off with the English that you have to learn that first. By the time you learn that shit, people are already going to dances and shit.
Did you not have interactions with women in Iran? I don't mean like women, but I mean like just girls in the area.
No,
Not at all.
bro. What girls?
I don't know, man.
Like school is separated. You sit on different seats.
Yeah.
Like you don't sit with a girl. You know what I mean? There's all these
They
factors.
do that in the home country for
Dude,
my
they,
dad as well.
They do that. We went to Azerbaijan, and Azerbaijan was the same fucking thing. 'Cause
Right.
we went to like Iranian schools, and all Iranian schools are like Islamic as fuck. You can't find like an Iranian school that's not Islamic.
Yeah.
So it's like when we went to school, it was the same shit.
I-
At a certain age,
Yeah.
so school in Iran is like 5 hours.
Okay.
So at a certain age, guys go in the afternoon
Yes.
and girls come in the morning. So you never have any.
When is the first? At what age do you start like mingling with the opposite sex?
Bro,
University
I'm telling you,
or
unless possibly university for
Yeah.
most people, because unless you're like someone like with my youth where like I did some illegal activities and like you're that kind of kid in Iran, which
no,
there
but I mean
isn't,
like regular for regular people.
probably
University?
university, because you have to be an outcast to go hang out with girls.
What do you mean?
It's not a regular thing people
No,
do.
I don't mean like you decide you're gonna hang out with girls, but I mean because this reminds me of what you describe is very similar to how my dad came up, because over there, when my dad was going to school, like when he was in the high school age, Peru was just coming out of like military rule, so their schools were actually modeled after military schools, so that meant guys were going to school with guys, girls were going to school with girls, no intermingling, like none. Literally separate schools. Not even the same school, and like they do like what you were saying in the morning, afternoon. Literal separate schools until university. So his first interactions with girls was that when he was younger, kind of like 18, 17, they would like organize like events between schools. That was it.
yeah,
Like you weren't hanging out with girls.
yeah, we're in the dark ages in Iran, bro. It's tough out in those streets, man. It's like you have no rights with the government. You have no like real freedom rights.
Yeah.
But what I found was funny was she said something fucking hilarious. She said the reason you try to go through girls and like build up a resume for yourself in your mind where nobody else cares is because in the past you were introduced to it so late that you're trying your brain, your logic
Trying
is
to, like,
that
catch up?
you're trying to catch up.
Yeah, makes sense actually.
So it's like you could have been in a relationship where you could have actually been married
yeah.
with that girl, given that you were introduced to girls much earlier, which was like a fucking
Like,
mind blown. I was
Yeah,
like, what? What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
But yeah, man, it's funny because when like the fucked up part is you can have all the ego in the world. You can go sit with a therapist for fucking an hour, and they'll literally break down
Yeah, they'll break
most
you
of the
down.
reasons
Yeah,
why
yeah.
you're doing things
Yeah.
is for a specific cause insecurity, whatever it is. And I don't know if it's a magician act where they're just coming out of shit like
Yeah.
they're just telling you shit that you're actually not insecure, but they're making it insecurity, or are they fucking geniuses where it comes to that? I would imagine that with 8 years of going to school, you'd eventually turn into a genius about like reading the mind and reading patterns. So
I think there's a bit of both when it comes to that, right? Because I know that some people are skeptical of the whole idea of going to therapy, seeing a therapist, talking to somebody about this stuff.
I don't need to go to therapist.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got my
yeah,
mom's mature.
Or whatever reasons, like this is stupid. I don't have real problems. So whatever the reason that someone will give you for not going or think that is bullshit, I think a lot of that stems from the fact that there have in the past been people who obviously have been full of shit. But that's not to say that the whole idea behind it is full of shit. There is so much that you can get by actually talking to somebody who has no personal connection with you, was no bias, right? Because you're like, oh yeah, I'll just talk to my friends and my therapist. Motherfucker, no. Don't make your friends your therapist because they are too close to you. They probably have no idea what they're fucking talking about, actually, when it comes to this. And you don't want to tell these things to your friends and try to tell them to solve your problems or help you see your problems in a different light. That you need to reserve for somebody that's outside of your circle. Who
Yeah,
has
man.
nothing to do with you.
You don't want to do bro science fucking therapy
No.
classes, okay?
No, you don't.
Your bud doesn't know what's up.
Yep.
He's in his own fucking problems
Yep.
too. But I gotta tell you something. Right now, there's so many fucking guru motherfuckers. They're like, oh yeah, like you gotta, if you want to be successful, you gotta be like alone, and you gotta be like a lone wolf, and you gotta do these things. And
I've seen
wake
these, yeah.
up and
Yeah.
dude, you probably don't have to do these things. You probably could just do things moderately and be completely normal. Because everybody has 24 hours. Mm-hmm. What do you think? Elon just pull his fucking 16 hours out of his asshole and just puts it there? Okay, I'm going to do these 16 hours now. It's like, no, bitch. He's got 24 hours. So you have to literally let go of your ego and start thinking super logically. And one of the things that made me realize this is fucking Stems chocolates, man. I was literally 1,400 milligrams deep.
Yeah.
I was about 7 bars in, 7 pieces in.
Yeah.
And I just thought about it. And one of the good things about being at that high dose is it's very introspective.
It is. You had a proper trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was also thinking about one more thing, which was fucking hilarious.
What?
It was dick size.
Dude, I was so scared. You know why? I
Why?
thought you were going to say dick sucking. I'm like, fuck. Stems chocolate made
So
him gay.
shout out to Theo Vaughn. It's drug-induced homosexuality.
like, oh, fuck.
That is.
Oh, damn.
Oh man, this goes back to Tiger King
I was
days.
so scared.
Dude, that kid, he literally sucked dick because he was on meth. He had
Yeah.
those 2 fucking
Yeah, man.
straight boys.
Yeah.
And they like this one kid, true fucking story behind this. He
yeah.
didn't let him get teeth because he used to suck who's that guy? Tiger King? Who's the actual guy's
I
name?
forget the guy's name.
Anyway, he used to suck his dick, and that guy liked his dick with no teeth. Like when he sucked his dick, he liked it with no teeth, just gums. So he didn't let him get like fake teeth. Fucking twisted. But yeah, I was thinking about dick size. It's like we focus so much on the dick size, but we don't focus on everything else.
Like ball size? And what are we talking about?
No. Cleanliness.
Oh.
I mean, now we're starting to, but there's lots of other things, shallow and deep. One more thing. What if you could make a girl come? This is a serious fucking question.
Oh, serious
okay?
question? Oh,
this
shit.
is
All right,
serious.
I'm gonna
fucking
lean in for
question.
this one.
I'm gonna lit this up.
Okay,
This
what?
is fucking serious. Imagine you can make any girl come in a matter of seconds. I'm not gonna say how, but you can. But you have a 4-inch dick when it's hard. Or you can never, no girl will ever be satisfied of you, but you have a 9-inch dick.
First one. No question.
No, how
No
dare
question.
you? How dare you?
No question.
How dare you?
No question.
See, this is why you're a good guy. This is why. This is a Vincent mentality. And this is why. Our buddy Vinny, this is exactly why this is. He is not very egotistical. And this is a very non-egotistical move. Give me a fist bump. Don't
Yeah.
leave me hanging. Because you rather think about others instead of thinking about yourself. That's huge.
I'll tell you why it works both ways, though. Because What is it? How did you phrase the second one? You're like, no one will be satisfied, but you have a 9-inch dick.
Yeah.
So what is that dick for at that point then?
Okay, this is the ideology, this is the bro science. I'm
From
gonna take
from
you
a
to
straight up
deep
like
water.
I won't even get like to like whatever about it. Like we'll go straight like
Okay,
bro science
okay,
or like
okay,
bro,
okay,
bro.
okay.
Let's be broy
So,
about it.
Bigger dick.
What is your dick
tighter
doing now?
pussy for you? But smaller dick, your sensations are worse.
So when you're fucking, right? When you're having sex, do you at all, you personally, do you ever get off on the girl enjoying herself?
Depends on her and depends on the mood that she makes me feel. Like
I
there's
guess what I'm
girls-
saying is,
yeah, go
are
ahead.
you just masturbating when you have sex? Like,
I've had both.
could you replace that vagina with your hand and you be in the same place?
It wouldn't be the same. It's never been the same.
Right, like, I get there's a feeling behind it. Okay,
Yeah.
like, obviously vagina feels different than a hand.
It's not just
But
the vagina though.
if you
it's
could-
like everything.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But wait, what's the everything? Her reactions, what?
No, it's just taking her body in. Having that body on body contact
Yeah.
is aside from the sex, the sensation aside, it's an emotional thing to take somebody in, right? Whether if you don't take them in, for me, it's like closer to jacking off.
Mm-hmm.
But if you do take them in, like it's somebody that you enjoy or
No,
whatever.
don't get that. 'Cause
Then it gets-
that actually goes to my point.
But it's
I,
never their specific reaction per se.
I guess what I'm saying is, if the girl wasn't enjoying herself at all when she's
Yeah.
with you,
That would feel like rape.
right?
Yeah.
So do you at all? Does it at all turn you on when the girl is obviously getting off on what you're doing, whether it's like your dick size or how you're fucking her or anything?
Yes, but let me say this.
Mm.
Have you ever had a girlfriend where she's like, hey, I'm going to make it, like, I'm going to kind of fight you back on this, but I want you to, like, go, like, pretty hardcore.
Yes.
I want you to go
Yeah,
Johnny
yes.
Sins on me.
Yes.
Okay? How does that make you feel?
No, it also turns me on, but
But that's weird because
no,
it's
it's
like,
not.
it's
because
why?
I know that because I know that even though what we're doing is like, because what'd you say? She's like fighting me on it or whatever. So on face value, it's like she's-
Foreplay type
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, no, but like you said, fighting back. So on face value, it's like she's not enjoying it.
Yeah.
But deep down, you actually know that she's getting off on this.
Yeah.
That's why it turns me on. If I actually felt like this girl was not into it,
Yeah.
then it's just rape.
Yeah.
And then I don't get off on that shit because
Thank
I'm like,
God I've never been in this shoe where like that's come up where I had to like
Mm-hmm.
back off. Like I read signs. I try to read signs later
Yeah.
than sooner,
Yeah.
just to be on the safe side of things.
Mm-hmm.
Now more than ever, it's like literally I ask.
Yeah,
I
no,
literally
that's
ask. You just
totally-
literally
that's
have
good.
to. You just
That's
have
good.
to ask now.
Yeah, yeah.
And it would be tough. Think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you read the wrong sign, you go for a kiss, the girl just slaps you in the face.
Mm-hmm.
What's your move? What do you do at that point? Like, give us some thoughts. Give us some
You fucking
juicy
leave.
advice.
No, because okay.
What do you do? What's the logical thing to do that would set you in the best position at that point?
So how did I get here? I made a move and I got slapped.
So you made a move. Either you like touched her puss or like you grabbed her fucking tits. You did some kind of sexual
Yeah,
move
yeah,
on her
yeah.
because you thought that that's what she wanted.
Okay.
But it
were we
turned
like,
out-
Were we like making out at least?
No,
Like, we
what
were
I'm
doing
saying is like
something.
this is what I'm saying.
Okay.
You went on 2 dates with a girl. This is
Okay.
the second date.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
trying to make a move.
Sure.
Okay. Now she read the move. She didn't like it. Whatever fuck reason,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it's a savage don't like. Like
Okay.
she slaps you.
I'm just
She's
curious,
like,
'cause,
oh my
like-
god, stop!
Like,
Like
what you mentioned, those were like aggressive moves.
it is aggressive moves.
Like with the two ones that you just mentioned, I'm not just doing that in the car. If we're, you know what I mean? Like that's not gonna be my first move. You're not just gonna go from like where you're talking to all of a sudden I'm grabbing a tit. That's why I asked him. Like, are we at least making out? Like, is there some kind of fucking something?
You guys are going on a walk.
Yeah.
And you let's just say you pull a kiss
Yeah, yeah.
and she just slaps.
Oh,
the
yeah. How do I react?
She slaps your last name out where
Sure,
your
sure,
dad
sure.
calls you and says you're no longer
You're a
a zoo
Zuniga.
nigga. Okay, that's what she does.
You're just a
she
zoo.
Literally,
You're just a zoo.
This
You lost the
members
last,
you.
You lost part. You lost the last part of Zuniga. You're just
Yeah.
a zoo,
You're just a zoo, dog.
dude. I'd be shell shocked at first. I'd be like, that would be me for a second. I'd be like,
I don't think
Why?
I don't think you could clap back.
no,
I don't think you could clap back ever again. That's it's a done deal for you.
No, if what you just said happened, like that scenario, not only is that date over, that relationship is done. Like whatever I was pursuing with this woman is now over. Like you're not coming back from that. That's it.
That's done.
That's it. You just move on to the next at that
Done.
point.
Done.
I might
Next.
ask like why. I'm like, why did you do that? But I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna try and justify it for myself and be like, oh, but I'm just like, okay, that's thanks, and then fucking let's
Do you think there's a part of population that happens to them initially and they just give up and go gay?
not go gay, but I think if they get depressed, become incel, that kind of shit.
Dude, I wonder what it's like to have a need but not want to do it, or not have a need. What is that like?
There are people who are asexual.
Think about how
Right.
I know there is.
Yeah.
But I'm just
that's
trying
like
to,
that's more biological.
okay, but that aside, the biology aside, the mentality that they have, it's
Yeah.
something I cannot relate to in any shape or form. I can't relate to not being it's crazy because it's like this only happened in my teens.
Yeah.
But it's something that it's like a drug. It's a fucking drug, dude. Like, what's more of a harmful drug than like a bad relationship? Tell me.
Well, I don't think there is one.
She'll take your car away. She'll take your kids away. If it's a bad relationship,
Yeah, I don't think there is one, bro.
or it's the biggest fucking gamble.
Yep.
Is it ever?
Oh yeah.
Dude, is it even 50-50?
Nope.
No. You know why it's not 50-50? I'll tell you fucking right now. Because let's say you make more money than your girl, right?
Yeah.
So now you have to facilitate her lawyers
Yep.
and then your lawyer. Right? So you're paying for both lawyers.
I don't think you actually have to do that.
Yes, you do. If you make more money than her by a certain margin, you have to facilitate her lawyers.
What's the margin though? Like a lot?
Let's say let's go back to actually the biggest margin. Let's go back to stay-at-home moms.
Okay.
So if you're a stay-at-home mom, you don't have an income.
Yeah, yeah.
So who facilitates your lawyer? Your husband that makes $100,000?
Yeah, yeah.
Probably.
Interesting.
Anyway, so going back to that, what I've heard from 2 accounts of divorces of dudes that were in real estate that made money and their wives were, these are 2
Right.
accounts.
Yeah, yeah.
Everything together, the whole estate, as far as the period of time they got married to
Yeah,
a
yeah.
certain point. So this is not family inheritance. So this is not what we're talking about. Like actual combined state would be divided into 1/3.
Mm-hmm.
The money for the lawyers would be 1/3 basically.
Holy shit. Yeah, yeah.
The woman would get 1/3 and
Yeah.
the man gets 1/3.
Jesus Christ.
Now, so basically the man, if he owns or let's say the woman, I don't know if it's the same if you're if you're the bringing home the bacon and you're a woman. I don't know if the judges look at you the same. I have no accounts of this.
Yeah, yeah.
But as far as the other way, think about that, man.
That's fucked.
Which drug can do this? The most harmful drugs: meth,
Yeah, yeah.
coke.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I don't even think, dude. I think you could bounce back from coke.
You can bounce
I
back.
think you can bounce
I
back
think you're
from
fine.
coke way better. I actually know lots of people that bounce back from coke, and much worse people that didn't bounce back from marriages.
Jesus, dude.
Like, bro, a marriage can literally destroy your heart and take your soul.
If it goes south, yeah. There's sometimes when it goes really south, yeah, you're fucked.
So, what do you think? This is the last.
what?
This is the last thing that I want to talk about. Is like, what makes you want to get married when you think about this stuff?
Because I'm, at the end of the day, still fucking hopeless idealist. I still believe in the idea that it will happen for me in a healthy way, because of who I am, what I value, what I search for in other people. I think I'm just gonna find it, and I'm gonna be able to make my way past any of these problems that come up in a way that even if I don't succeed 100% of the time, I'm not gonna get devastated and just like mutilated like these cases that you mentioned, because of the people that I search for in life.
That's right, man. I completely believe in what you're saying. I think that being a hopeless romantic might be the benefit, especially for a good guy like you, man. You're a fucking solid dude. Like,
Thank you.
you got some twisted values, but it's okay because, like, I'm a criminal. I'm an ex-criminal. Like, I used to have, like, criminal. I still do.
Yeah,
Sometimes I think about it, Sometimes I think about it. I'm like, hey, let me just test this guy, this police officer that just turned me off. Let me just talk smack to him and shit. Let's see what he fucking does. See what kind of guy he is. But castrated or not, man, you know, circumcised or not, you gotta accept your dick the way it is, right? Whether you got one.
If you learn anything from Funny But Foul, it's
this
that
is what it is.
Accept your dick as it is.
Accept your dick.
Ladies gents and ladies.
And
ladies too.
Ladies, you know.
Accept your man's dick.
All the pronouns, you know. Whatever you gotta accept it, and you gotta be proud to sling it. You gotta sling it hard, you gotta sling it wide, and you gotta sling it with motive of improving yourself. And with that, we're crispy, we're fried, we're like the best hot dogs that you ever had, and you're gonna go talk to your parents about us.
Make sure to follow us on all platforms. Funny But Foul Podcast at Instagram. Funny But Foul everywhere else. YouTube and all other podcast platforms.
Sling that dick till the world turns brown, baby. We're out.